Happy Hanukkah, Shaslivi Hanukkah. We're coming here from our Hanukkah Wonderland that took place just a bit further up Bathurst Street with over 1,000 people this afternoon. And we're happy to continue with the Hanukkah celebrations here at Mel Lassman Square for the 32nd annual JRCC Hanukkah Menorah lighting. We'll begin with reading a letter written by the Rebbe in 1980 to the public menorah lightings in the United States. A clear Hanukkah message relevant today as it was back then. With reading the letter, I would like to ask Rabbi Levi Jacobson of the JRCC of West Thornhill.
By the grace of God, greeting and blessing. Hanukkah, the festival of lights, recalls a victory more than 2,100 years ago of a militarily weak but spiritually strong Jewish people over the mighty forces of a ruthless enemy that had overrun the Holy Land and threatened to engulf the land and its people in darkness. The miraculous victory, culminating with the dedication of the sanctuary in Jerusalem and the rekindling of the menorah, which had been desecrated and extinguished by the enemy, had been celebrated annually ever since during these 8 days of Hanukkah, especially by lighting the Hanukkah menorah, also a symbol and message of the triumph of freedom over oppression, of spirit over matter, of light over darkness. It is a timely and reassuring message, for the forces of darkness are ever present. Moreover, the danger does not come exclusively from outside. It often lurks close to home in the form of insidious erosion of time-honored values and principles that are at the foundation of any decent human society. Needless to say, darkness is not chased away by brooms and sticks, but by illumination. Our sages said, a little light expels a lot of darkness. The Hanukkah lights remind us, in a most obvious way, that illumination begins at home, within oneself and one's family, by increasing and intensifying the light of Torah and mitzvahs in the everyday experience, even as the Hanukkah lights are kindled in growing numbers from a day to day. But although it begins at home, it does not stop there. Such is the nature of light that when one kindles a light for one's own benefit, it benefits also those who are in the vicinity. Indeed, the Hanukkah lights are expressly meant to illuminate the outside, symbolically alluding to the duty to bring light also to those who, for one reason or another, still walk in darkness. What is true of the individual is true of a nation, especially this great nation, the United States, the Rebbe wrote, and surely it's true of our wonderful country. United under God and generously blessed by God with material as well as spiritual richness, it is surely the duty and privilege of this nation to promote all the forces of light, both at home and abroad, and in steadily growing measure. Let us pray that the message of the Hanukkah lights will illuminate the everyday life of everyone personally and the society at large for a brighter life in every respect, both materially and spiritually, with esteem and blessing in the spirit of Hanukkah, the Rebbe's signature.
A message written in 1980 but as relevant in 2019 as it was then. A message of Hanukkah that we want to bring to those of you here, those of you listening on the radio or watching it at home. We're delighted to have here with us dignitaries from all levels of government, and we'll be honored to hear from them after we've lit in the menorah. Before we go to light the menorah, I would like to ask the senior rabbi of the Jewish Russian Community Center, Rabbi Yosef Zaltzman, to share with us a few words.
Happy Hanukkah to all of us together. I'm coming today from Ukraine, Kiev. I merited to participate with the Kiev Jewish community in the biggest synagogue of town, celebrating the day of the liberation of Russia, of Tsarist Russia, of the first Lubavitcher Rebbe, the Alter Rebbe. And seeing there, as I left this morning, Kiev, seeing their preparations for Hanukkah, And exactly as we're standing here, they are there celebrating it in the streets with signs, with all, like we're almost here. And it's unbelievable. It's growing up in the former Soviet Union, seeing it. So it's a message of Am Yisrael Chai, and that underlines again the specialty of the candles of tonight, the first candle of Hanukkah, that I'm sure all of us and anybody that we know will remind not to forget coming home. This candle is great to everybody to see and get inspired, but everyone at home should not forget to light a candle yourself and your sons and your daughters and every family member, but as many kids and adults to participate in the family, and especially in every home should be at least one menorah and better more. Happy Hanukkah, and it's great to see all of you here, and we'll celebrate. Today is a good weather, so we could stay around and enjoy some coffee and donuts and so on. Mazel tov.
As long as we're still wearing our coats. As long as we're still wearing our coats, but yes, for those of us that were here 2 years ago, this is like being in Aruba or I don't know. Okay, so now we're ready to light the menorah. We've moved up in time. We don't have a menorah with candles. It's electric. The mitzvah of lighting a menorah is with proper candle and oil, which we need to make sure that we do at home. We're going to light the menorah here without saying God's name, as it's not the mitzvah, the proper mitzvah of lighting with proper fire. With lighting the serving candle in the middle, I would like to call up MP Peter Kent and MPP Stan Cho. You can come around. Okay, let's go. 1, 2. With the lighting of the first candle, we're going to ask today MPP for York Center, Roman Baber, together with Alan Shefman, Counselor for Ward 5, City of Vaughan. You can make your way there, but before you light it, we're going to say the brachas. With saying the blessings, I'd like to call up Rabbi Yisrael Zaltzman, who is the rabbi of the JRCC of Willowdale, a new location, a new branch the JRCC opened just a couple months ago, which includes Mel Asman Square. So we had the MPP, and now we have the local rabbi, who will say the blessings. The 3 blessings, will answer Amen, and then we will light the candle. Following the lighting of the 3 candles, we'll sing Ma'os Tzur by Rabbi Avraham Zaltzman of the JRCC in Richmond Hill.
Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Chanukah. Amen. Baruch Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam sheyasa nisim l'avoseinu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh. Amen. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam shechianu v'kiyemanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
There we go.